This is the training video for article researching, for article rewriting. Now, the first thing that you want to do is to actually visit a website known as pagewatch.com. The reasoning behind this is that you want to find content that is directly related to the US when you're researching topics, unless otherwise specified. You want to find content that is related to the US. So the first thing that you want to do is to go to a website called pagewash.com. And once you've gotten to that website, this is a website that mimics the US or searching in Google in the US. So it will specifically give you a state, a location, everything as if that you were actually in the US searching online. It does this using what is known as proxies. So we're just going to go directly into it. So here it's going to ask you to begin browsing. And of course you're going to start with Google. So you just click on begin browsing here. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to come back to the regular Google search box here. And for this particular instance, we're going to be researching a topic um, known as child education. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and type in child education here. Once we've done that, we are going to be looking now on specific websites that are in our category that we utilize as websites that we're allowed to take content from. The reason why we said that is because you might go to a specific website, the content is there, is one, not reliable, not edited, not looked on as being unique. So there are specific websites that we choose from to ensure that the content is good, so that when we take it to rewrite that article, 10 chances to one of the content comes back as good. So I'm just going to pop up a quick list there to show you exactly that specific list. Okay, so quickly, this is a quick list of the preferred websites that we would like our researchers to utilize. So we've got easyinarticles.com, Buzzle.com, eho.com, Associated Content, Squidoo.com, Wikipedia. Now there are other websites like wisegeek.com that particularly what you would find is that they are existing editors, and those editors of course would read articles that have been delivered to their own directory. That means that we know that the content has been read through, it has been one, tested and vetted to be original and copyscape passed, and secondly, that the content itself makes sense. They would not add it to their directory if the content did not make any sense whatsoever. That stands to reason with the exception of Squidoo and to some extent Wikipedia. But Wikipedia does have probably one of the largest databases, and you can take content there. Just know that you have to specify to your writer, because the content that comes through there will of course be more um, be the content that comes through there will be harder to rewrite, because it would have been taken and spun so many times that you might spin it and it might not be absolutely perfect. So let's move on. So we're looking now for the term child education. So we look for child education, and as we can see here, child education, we have realized that there is a specific topic, or there's a specific website that we have in our preferred list of which is Wikipedia. So when we are saying that, it doesn't mean that sites like education.com and wholechildhoodeducation.org, savethechildren.org are not good websites to go to. We're just saying that these are the preferred websites that we want our researchers to begin with. If, of course, they can't find any other content, then it makes no sense. Then they'd have to utilize, of course, one of these places to find relevant content for the specific request. So let's now look at a more detailed request as what a client might actually specify that he or she would want. Okay, so quickly we have a client and that client wants some work done on a particular term known as advanced swim techniques or advanced swimming workouts. So because they want advanced swimming workouts, we're going to first and primarily put that into Google. Why? Because Google, of course, is the largest search engine and we want to work with Google initially. So the first thing that we're going to do is just to drop advanced swimming workouts in Google, hit the search bar or the search button, and we're going to see a couple of sites that come up. Now, what we're going to do is to look into the results, and we're specifically what we're looking for are websites that fit our specific sites that we have as preferred websites. I should also have added about.com as an option here. So I'm going to send this list to you as well, and it should be on the website just below this video, so that you can actually see it. Okay, so you should have about.com, and what we can see here is that about.com has something here that deals with advanced swimming workouts. So it says a workout routine, the advanced Navy SEALs workout routine. So let's go to that website and let's see how much data that they actually offer for that. Okay, so we're looking at advanced SEALs workout routine. Workout category 1, weeks 1, 19 miles, physical training. These workouts are designed for long distance muscle endurance. Okay, sets, repetitions. Okay, this looks like a good amount of content, right? And that looks on like page 2. So let's look on page 1 and see what they have here. Okay, so it's there. Everything is there. It's on page 1 and page 2. So this is a good amount of content that you can actually utilize to write an article. But it still has breakups here, right? And of course, when you get this information here, you're going to have to spin it properly. Yeah? This came out in October 2009. So what we can do is, if we don't want that particular article, we can continue to browse through online trying to locate something from a website that we have as a trusted website. Let's continue to look. Here we go. Here is one from eHo. So let's look on what eHo has to say. And eHo has swimming workouts, but it doesn't specifically speak to advanced swimming workouts, does it? So we'd have to look through here to see if we see anything that has to do with advanced. We're not seeing that here. So we probably would not utilize this particular page. We would continue to look through if we see anything here. And I'd probably go to the 4th page and probably not go beyond, right? Because the reality is that you don't want to take any content that, is not from a trusted source. And the further you go down in the search returns is a less likely or less targeted the search term is going to be. But let's say, for instance, we decided to look on a website like this first one here, which has a specific thing of advanced swimming workout. Okay, so what we realize here is that this is a very short article, right? It possibly would not fit within what it is that we require in terms of the number of words, but we can still have a look on it. Yeah? And does it make sense? Many of our advanced sumo workouts will take longer to complete. Advanced things workout will also. So this is really fluff. This article really and truly isn't saying anything because it's not really going into advanced workouts. So let's go deeper, delve deeper to see what's here. Okay, great. So here are some advanced workouts right here. It's talking about the IM ladder. Let's see what this is. It says advanced to intermediate. Great. So there is a lot of content on this website that we can choose to rewrite. So we as a researcher could probably take out 3 or 4 put them together into an article and say, here are three or four, great workouts that are advanced swim workouts. So this website could also be used. So what we're actually saying is that you have your preferred locations that you want to go to, but once you see a website and the content looks sensible and fits in with what the client wants, you can utilize that site for your research. And of course, once you get your research there, you take it, you put it in Microsoft Word, and you send it back to the team leader.